his band would start playing, he'd come out butt naked, scream down the mic, squat and shit all over the floor, and then start fights with people in the crowd.
This podcast is really taking a turn with shitting on the stage and sex toys.
It's all good.
It's really not.
So, hello everybody. Welcome to the World of Wrestling podcast. My name is Rich, and as always, I'm joined by my good buddy Tax Williams.
Hello everybody.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, not too bad. Thanks, mate. How you doing?
Good. We've had a busy week, but we're here, we're podding, we're doing the right stuff. This week we're doing AAW Pro's Take No Prisoners from 2018. Do you know what AAW stands for?
This is what was All American Wrestling.
Absolutely. So it's the 25th of May 2018. It's the middle of the summer from last year?
This year.
Had a moment, sorry. We're at the Logan Square Auditorium in Chicago, Illinois, and we watched this on the On-Demand Progress.
Yeah, I watched this on the new Demand Progress app.
Oh,
as
nice.
well. So
cool.
Makes things a lot easier to navigate around on my phone rather than having to sort of faff about up and
Use
down.
the browser and such.
Yeah, no, it was a nice thing. Obviously, I watched mine over AirPlay as well onto my Apple TV, so
nice.
It's good to get it on there at last.
It's really good to see that. Considering New Japan don't have an app currently where you can watch New Japan World, it's nice to see that Progress have got like that already advanced.
Yeah, I'd like to think that New Japan would follow at some point with this.
Absolutely. I'd like to start this pod just by saying that Progress have been really good to us. They took us to Wembley and let us in backstage and do all the podcasts. Go listen to that. It's a few episodes ago. If you're listening to this now and you want to go check that out. And so we've signed up to Demand Progress, and this was on there as other companies. I didn't realize at first when I signed up there was all these other companies on Demand Progress as well. There's AAW, there's all sorts of stuff on there.
We've got Lucha Forever, Defy's on there.
Absolutely.
Smash is on there as well, loads of others.
So if you listen to this and you want to check this out, just go sign up. It's like £7 or something ridiculously cheap.
It's worth it for the amount of content you get.
Absolutely. Like the WWE Network, you can cancel at any moment. Like there's 4 or 5 companies that you'd really, really enjoy, and I can highly recommend checking out some AAW just to see what it's like.
So when we were scrolling through the Demand Progress app, we saw AAW. This show, I saw some wrestlers on there that I knew of, but obviously I knew there would be some wrestlers I didn't know, so it would be a great opportunity to do it.
Do you remember how you messaged me saying you selected this?
I can't remember now.
You said you'd seen the graphic.
Obviously, it had Penta on it.
You were like, it's got Penta and it looks cool, let's do it.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a great way to select a show.
Well, I think so. Did you know much about AAW prior to watching this show?
Prior to watching it, I thought I knew absolutely nothing. After watching it, I realised I did know some bits. In that Shikara have done shows at this venue and kind of in cohesion with AAW.
Oh, okay.
So I knew a couple of the guys that were on the show. I knew the venue, for example. But that's about it. I didn't really know anything more than that.
So I didn't realise that when this promotion started, this was actually All American Wrestling back from 2004. Changed their name, or were known from 2007 to AAW.
Okay.
4 titles in the promotion. So you've got the AAW Heavyweight title. You've got the Heritage title, which is like their IC level belt, their next sort of their worker belt.
Yep.
You've got tag belts, and you've got a Women's Championship. Yeah, I thought the layout of the show pretty good. We'll just get straight into it, I think.
So the opening, we've got Tyler Volts and Sarah Shockey in the ring.
Sarah Shouty.
They're very, very excited. Tyler screams, "Oh, welcome to the Logan Square Auditorium." And he's like, "Oh, I love that." And you're like, yeah, that's what you're meant to do when you welcome people to the venue and whatever. Yeah.
At this stage, when both of these guys started talking, I thought, I really hope they're not our commentators.
Yeah, I did have that feeling as well, but I had a feeling they might be.
I also found out that Sarah Shouty was standing in for Marty DeRosa.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
I think as we go through, we'll talk about the commentary, but I think this show had been a different level if Marty DeRosa had been on here rather than...
I'm a fan of Marty DeRosa's commentary. I've seen him do some stuff at WrestleMania weekend that I really enjoyed.
Was
him
that
Excalibur.
the $5 wrestling stuff as well? Have you seen him do
I've seen him do $5 as well. We'll talk about it. It's hilarious. Yeah, I miss that company. I wish they'd come back. But basically, these 2 people, they run down the card in the ring and they say, this is AAW and this is Take No Prisoners.
Did you also notice that they'd mentioned just before the show there'd been a brawl between Brody King and Sami Callihan?
Missed that completely.
So before this show kicked off, so I don't think they've got a pre-show, but before they went live on their feed,
okay,
Brody King and Sami Callihan basically tore shreds out of each other.
Good to know. And that does come to fruition later in the night as well. So the opening montage is good. It's not great. It's not like WCW Sorry, WCW. It's not WWE standard. It's not UFC standard, obviously, because they haven't got anywhere that sort of budget.
Very, very long.
Yeah, I thought it was quite long. Obviously, the length of the song probably, so they're just trying to fit it in. But you know, fade out, it'd be all right.
Yeah.
But it's lots of clips cut together with a few cuts to black to try and make some emphasis. But there's no real music video production here, which I'd like to see in an opening package. But you know, grassroots punk rock sort of style, like it's okay. I don't hate it at all. Their tagline here is "Pro Wrestling Redefined." It kind of sums up the product, I guess, to an extent. But really, it should be pro wrestling. We do lots of spots.
Yeah, and they didn't get over again. So for a new fan or someone who's not seen this before, they didn't get over their rules are no count out, no DQ.
Yeah, that comes in a lot later. They finally mentioned on commentary like kind of 3 matches in, I think it is.
Although, even though it's no count out, no DQ, there's still a 5 count on the ropes.
Yeah, interesting. I thought,
but it's redefined. So
yeah, exactly. I think I'm assuming it was the owner and commentator on this. Is as a big ECW mark.
Yeah, definitely. You could tell there's a lot of stylesisms.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, and he refers to things in the way that ECW would have referred to them and such as well.
Tope Suicida!
Exactly, yeah. So opening match is Zima Ion, or DJ Z as you might know him. Against Trey Miguel. I'm assuming you know DJ Z is from Impact and blah, 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 blah.
Interestingly, because I was watching some Impact after I watched this, Trey Miguel has actually started appearing on Impact. Trey Miguel started appearing on said not great TV show of Impact.
Okay. I heard it's got a lot better nowadays, but I haven't got time to watch that shit anymore.
A lot of the people on this card appear now on Impact.
Oh, okay. Interesting to know. Yeah, Trey Miguel. I had no idea who this dude was going into this match. I will certainly remember that name coming out of this match, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is just a crazy spot fest, essentially. Immediately, we'll refer to him as Zima Ion because that's his name here. Oh my god, what is this LED monstrosity he's got? It's fucking incredible.
Absolutely loved it. Loved it.
It's like American football shoulder pads, like the LOD used to have, with a big kind of mask, but like glowing LEDs that change colour and such. I was like, oh, this is incredible.
Absolutely beautiful. And I wonder as well, this is where Naomi nicked her gimmick from.
Oh, you reckon? I thought it was Session Moth Martina.
Oh, yeah.
Because with the techno and the dancing and everything, but she's just not drunk, essentially, all the time.
So, Zima Ion's had a lot of unfortunate injuries over the last few years. He's been really badly hurt a couple of times, sort of raising funding through crowdfunding to get his surgery paid for. So it's really good to see him back in the ring and just hasn't missed a beat, really, has he?
Absolutely, yeah. I was concerned for his career for quite a while, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it's lovely to see him back in the ring putting on crazy spot fest like this match, you know?
Yeah, nice for an opening match to set the tone.
Yeah, absolutely. Should we run through it a little bit?
Yeah, go for it.
So we do indeed have Tyler Volz and Sarah Shockley or Sarah Shouty on commentary for this. I've literally just written she's very shouty. The two guys do absolutely crazy flip-de-doos. I'm not even trying to call these spots mostly. Did you notice that the third row opposite the hard cam is almost completely empty?
Yeah, that was odd.
Yeah, considering the venue is pretty much sold out, you would have thought they'd prioritise opposite the hard cam.
Yeah, I think it was 475 in attendance for this show.
That's pretty decent.
And I'm assuming then the 25 people who weren't there were that hard cam seating row.
It felt like it, yeah. It's very strange.
I also wonder if that played into later in the card when there was a bit more going on the hard cam that side.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, principle number one as a video producer, I'd want the thing opposite the camera to look full of people to make sure the venue, there's a reason WWE, if they don't sell out, they'll put everyone opposite the hard camera, and then the side that the hard camera's on will be empty. You know?
Yeah, and then get all the seat fillers in as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Trey Miguel does a heel kick with the flat of his foot over his own shoulder that I mark out for amazingly. The flexibility on this dude.
I was like, how did he do that?
How?
How much yoga has he done?
It's like he traps the guy's head above his shoulder and kicks him behind him into his face.
Insane.
Like, what?
Like a
is that possible?
Kick.
Is that his new gimmick? Like Trey Miguel, the flamingo wrestler?
Yeah. Oh, book it, someone.
Oh, mate, it was absolutely incredible. So we get Zima dives into the crowd from the top. Then it does this amazing spinny, what they call edge-o-matic. It's like a ripcord X Factor sort of. I don't know how you do these moves. These are incredible.
How would you even practice that?
I have no idea. I guess you do the ripcord bit over and over and over again. Just hope that you land flat because that spinny rotation. He's doing at least 720-degree spins here.
Yeah, it's insane, defying physics.
It's absolutely incredible. So Zima backs down into the corner, calls for the DJ noise, bah, 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 and he goes for his finish. It's kind of like a roll through into a spike DDT sort of thing. He doesn't get it. We get a 619 cheeky Nando's by Trey, which I think was incredible as well. Frog splash by Trey, reversed in mid-air into an inverted lung blower by Zima.
At this stage, the commentary, with all these spots going on, all I can think of is that Sarah Shouty is just as someone coming up extra, just going boom, just going, for the whole bloody thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in this. I thought the other guy was quite good.
Yeah. I Tyler Volts, I quite warmed to.
Yeah.
As the card went on, I thought, he's from Chicago. You could tell it's very similar to, I don't know if you know of Nick Hausman, who does a lot of the podcasts on Wrestling Inc.
Can't say I do.
It's a very calm and informative, but as you said, a big fan, so similar to Joey Styles. He's into it, but he's not overly annoying.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought he was, that's pretty much sums him up. I think him with Marty DeRosa would be really, really listenable.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So get an avalanche run off the Tibbity top by Zima Ion. They're literally both standing on the top rope. And like this spot is amazing to see, but it ruins that illusion of this simulated fight because they're both kind of helping each other get up to the top and they're standing there for a good 4 or 5 seconds before anything happens. How do you feel about spots like this where they spend a lot of time getting there and kind of prepping each other and such?
I respect they've got to do it to stay safe.
As
you said, I think it takes away a lot from the story, because if there was a lot of a scramble, one trying to escape, one trying to pull someone up, at least if there's a struggle to get there, fine. But being on the top turnbuckle, you can't really struggle too much, can you?
I feel like you could do spots like this where you both have to get up and still sell with your face as you're doing it. Be like, oh no, what's happening? Oh my god, and still be prepping each other and getting up there. You don't actually have to flail around or anything.
But I think this is the reason which tells the difference between the essentially the cruisers who make it to big TV companies and the cruisers who are currently in the indies, because they can't tell with their story. You can see it now with Ricochet, because he was still quite good with selling anyway, but he wasn't there. You can see already now in NXT he tells more story with his face.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whereas these guys, there was no story.
Yep, 100%. I totally agree. We get a rolling into a DDT, reversed into an O'Connor roll by Trey for the 1-2-3, and a quick pinfall for Trey Miguel over Zima Ion.
I thought having an O'Connor roll to finish this after all the high spots was a really nice touch.
Me too, yeah. That kind of flash pinfall. This is his first victory, I believe, in AAW as well.
Yeah.
Zima at the end of the match raises Tyler hand and walks to the back quickly while Trey looks shocked that he's won the match. I thought it was a brilliant way to do it. It's not standing there shaking hands, lifting each other's hands. It's kind of out of shock. He's like, oh, well done, kid, you beat me. And he's off to the back straight away.
You got the better of me, but that's the only time that's going to happen. It wasn't a respect handshake. It was a case of, all right.
Yeah, as much as we bitch about the whole handshake thing, this is fine. I have no problem with this at all.
Yeah.
I think, as I said earlier, I think we'll see a lot of Trey Miguel in the future. I think he'll jump over to PWG, ROH, places like that, where we'll definitely start to see him getting more exposure. And do you think he has the potential to get to the big boys?
I think over time, yes, but as we just said, he needs to sell more with his face.
Yeah, develop his character a bit as well. Yeah, I think
so.
If you want to get to New Japan or WWE or something, you have to have a really solid character for them to write for and to book for.
Yeah, because in Impact at the moment, he's just X Division fodder.
Okay.
He's a spot guy.
Okay, cool. Right, yeah, I really enjoyed this opener. That was great fun. It's incredibly spotty, but I mean, that's
indie
what
wrestling
they obviously want in this opening match at this point. Yeah. The crowd are eating it up the whole way through. Yeah,
I liked it.
Cool. Right, so next up we've got Fred Yehi against Eddie Kingston. They call Yehi the Savage Weight. And I'm like, Pete Dunne wants his gimmick back.
Yeah.
Eddie almost immediately throws a non-folding chair into the ring, and I'm like, oh, I love you, Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
Your character is so well developed. He knows exactly who he is, what he's going to do, how he's going to do it. The Yehi guy is developing. He's obviously quite a young guy coming into the industry.
Quite unique look.
Yeah, I thought so as well. The bright yellow trunks and such.
Yeah,
I thought it was good.
Stood out. Good physique.
Yeah,
for a bigger lad as well. Moved. Both of them. I mean, we know Eddie Kingston can move in the ring and he's a big boy, but Yehi.
Absolutely. Considering the injuries Eddie Kingston's had as well.
Yeah.
The fact that he can still go like this and can talk and can wrestle and can do strong style and he can do a bit of lucha here and there as well. He's I think one of the most underrated guys on the wrestling scene in general.
Did you pick up this was King Road style in the beginning?
I didn't, to be totally honest. I thought that they were going for a slower style match than the opener. I mean,
who couldn't?
Exactly, yeah. Any other match apart from what they're going to do in the high spots craziness at the beginning, it was going to be a different style. I think calling this King's Road is generous.
Yeah, I know. You could tell they were going for something.
Yeah.
It's like, as sort of we alluded to on last week's pods when we spoke to Mr. Wicked, when you do something different, it's nice that people acknowledge it. Like you spotted that him and Will Power are going to be doing a World of Sport match.
Yeah.
Here, it wasn't... You could tell they're doing something different. It wasn't overly obvious what they were trying to do differently, other than the fact it's slow pace.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was definitely a change of pace, but I felt that didn't last very long either.
No, when we got into fighting through the crowd, chop battles...
Yeah, it wasn't slow like Kabashi Misawa style, like I'm going to hold your head down and 1, 2, 3, forearm, you know?
Yeah.
It was very much just let's just throw forearms at each other.
Yeah.
And I think, I'm going to be honest, I think Eddie Kingston's guilty of this a little bit. If he'd slowed down a little bit more, I think he'd have even more respect from the crowd, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. The anticipation for the moves would have built more had he taken like a couple of steps back in this.
Yeah, but who the fuck am I to tell Eddie Kingston what to do?
Yeah.
So it was during this match that I started to find the commentary very distracting.
I have some quotes from this commentary.
So do I. Are they similes by any chance?
Well, Sarah Shouty started by saying, and this was during the chop battle, he's putting his pecs on the line after he almost died earlier in the match.
Right, yeah.
This fully shirtless man has just escaped another shirtless man.
She was going on about them being shirtless a lot, which I was a bit like, yeah, okay.
And
This a bit weird.
And then there was another move when she shouted out, that was like the dubstep drop of a hot club track.
So this is my point, right? The thing that I start to find really annoying about Sarah Shockey in this match is that...
shocking.
Well, yeah. Is that she's looking for similes constantly, okay?
Yeah.
So just in this match, and the ones I noticed, remember I only noticed this halfway through the match that she was doing this, so I haven't written them all down, was he's like a cat. He's like a murderer. He's like Scar from The Lion King. He's like a dubstep drop on a hot club track. And you're like... That's 4 similes about one man in like a 10-minute match. Like,
also, this isn't the first time during this card that she goes, someone's died.
yeah.
It's like, all right.
So let's talk about it. And I think she has a lot of potential. Okay, if you wrote down what you want a commentator to do, and like especially a color commentator, you want them to be excited about the wrestling. You want them to have an idea of what's going on in the ring. You want them to look at massive, what's it called when you exaggerate what you're trying to say?
Well, it's just over-exaggeration.
Exactly.
You know,
she's doing all those things. The problem is that she has an incredibly high-pitched tone of voice, which is kind of ear-piercing at times because she's screaming down the mic.
She's got a very annoying voice.
It is very annoying. Yeah. I don't want to sound like a massive chauvinist as I'm saying it, though, but I can't say anything about it. She was really fucking annoying the whole time.
Yeah, I don't think that's to do with gender, because obviously we've seen male commentators do exactly the same thing, and they're flipping annoying.
Absolutely.
I just found that my notes for this match, I took a lot of it writing down her quotes because I was so disgusted by it, rather than actually writing down notes of the match.
Yeah. And it's again, like much like with last week, there's a thing where you just breathe. Let the match do what it's doing. She's over-describing everything that's happening in the ring. Like, someone throws a chop and she's like, oh, she threw a chop like he's going to kill her. His chest must be killing. And you're like, yeah, I emphasize what's going on, but let us watch the chop and appreciate what's happening and then talk about it maybe.
I said, I'm quite new into commentary, but it's a case of you've got to give the action time to tell the story as well. You need to cover it over. So again, for example, if they're in a rest hold, you're not just going to sit there for 2 minutes going...
waiting for nothing to happen.
Yeah, exactly. You're talking about the backstory. But if there's a big exchange, they're exchanging moves, exchanging maneuvers, obviously you're going to try and call things as you go, but you don't want to call a 2-minute sequence start to finish because you take away from the guys in the ring.
Absolutely, yeah, very much so. So we get chops, headbutts, chokes, knee strikes, neck breakers, very King's Road as you say. Yehai hangs Kingston across the guardrail and jumps off the apron and double stomps him. Ow! Holy shit, that must have hurt.
Even his landing back after doing a double stomp for Yehai, I was like, ouch.
Yeah, these are not folding chairs at ringside either. These are like standard kind of dining chairs. STR and Brainbuster by Eddie for 2. Head to head, and they go to the forearm and chop exchange. You get a very kind of King's Road, competitive, strong style, fighting spirity kind of here. Eddie sells this exchange beautifully by dropping his straps and taking off his glove and going for the slaps and stuff. You're like, oh, I like this tension building. That was really cool. I
also like the fact that, I'm a bit gassed. I haven't wrestled for a while. I'm just going to take a few minutes to take my shirt off.
Is that what he's going for, you reckon?
That's what I do at work.
Nice. Koji clutch by Yehai, a dragon sleeper by Yehai, air raid crash by Yehai. Eddie gets to the ropes after the air raid crash. Rana and double backdrop by Eddie. Lariato by Kingston gets 2.
That was huge as well, wasn't it? He hits him so well, didn't he?
Eddie's lariat is beautiful, but it looks like it wouldn't actually hurt too much to take it either, because the way he throws it right above your shoulder.
Yeah.
He doesn't throw it like Stan Hansen, where his hand's connecting with your face. You know? Like Eddie seems like a really quality worker.
Yeah, definitely, I agree.
Yeah, it seems like you could go a long feud with him and have like strong style, stiff looking matches and come out of it relatively unscathed.
And the good thing as well about Eddie Kingston is, this style suits him, but he can do pretty much everything, I'd say, outside of like a spot fest from the beginning, and he'd still give it a good go.
Yeah, absolutely. When he was having his like really good run as the Shikara Grand Champion, because he was the first Grand Champion for Shikara. Okay. He would have the occasional match where he started to throw in lucha spots and stuff, and you could see him kind of like throwing his hands up and be like, I'm trying, fuck off. He's absolutely legend. I love this boy. So again, we get chops, double stomps, back fist, slaps, back fist, and Yehai finally goes down for the 1, 2, 3. Eddie Kingston is your winner.
Double spinning back fist to the future for the win.
Absolutely, man. Standing ovation from the crowd. I think they really appreciated this match. I think they were still hyped up from the first match as well, so bringing in this style of match I think was a great idea.
Yeah.
I would have liked them to have a bit more of a slow build.
I think, though, if it was a bit slower, they would have run out of the time, because this was 16 minutes and 6 seconds in total. So I think for how many... I mean, they were 9 matches on the card. You're looking at about 10 minutes a match, really, as a goal. So doubling up outside of a near main event match.
The one thing I've written here in the heat of watching this is the second match. Slow the fuck down. Like, calm down. We're getting there. Like, let's not burn out the crowd. But I'm going to be honest, there's a bit of a spoiler maybe for the rest of this card, but they don't really burn out the crowd.
No, not at all.
Like, the main event is a little wafty, but the crowd are hyped the whole time. This is the middle of May in Chicago. It's probably boiling hot.
And what's really nice as well, even you could tell early on, nice fans, boo the baddies, cheer the goodies, appreciate the wrestling.
Mostly, yeah.
You don't have what I consider at the moment smart mark crowds.
Again, is Chicago the best wrestling crowd in the world? It's been said often. I think London's better, but Chicago's right up there.
Yeah, Chicago, New York, London.
Yeah, you think?
I think so.
In that order?
Oh, no. I think it's difficult to split them sometimes.
I think London, Chicago, New York, in that order.
I think the problem with London crowds now is they know they're good, so they're starting to buy into their own BS a bit more.
Well, that's a fair point. Yeah.
So the London crowds are always into it, but also if you think that London crowds are really good when you've got one WWE event a year, and it was either at the Hallam in Sheffield, and then very rarely they'd come down to London and do it at Wembley.
Yeah, true.
Now you're getting 2 Raws, 2 SmackDowns, house show tour, NXT tour. The fans are getting themselves over.
Let's put it this way, big London crowds are the best.
Hello, Wembley.
Yeah. I prefer like a 4,000 UK London crowd to a 700 London crowd where it gets a bit smarky.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not going to throw names, but you know who I'm talking about. So Eddie post-match cuts a promo, putting over Yehai big time, and talks about the AJWP. I can't say these letters. All Japan Pro Wrestling Kings Road style match they just had. And yeah, I think it's all right. It's good. Yeah. It's a quality match. I really enjoyed it. On any other show that has less quality indie spot fests, this would be the match of the night.
I'd agree. I like the fact as well that his comments at the end is, if any promoter doesn't book them, this guy, you're an idiot.
Yeah, really putting them over
in a big way.
Absolutely. So we cut to backstage. We get a promo from Trey Miguel, who was in the match before this one, getting over his first one-on-one victory. He's very shouty and obviously quite new to this, but he does a good job.
My favourite part of this promo, so he says he's going to go after Trevor Lee to go after the Heritage title.
Okay.
And then backstage, like a voice off camera just goes, yeah, you got a title shot. It's like, have I?
I quite liked how what was seemingly the promoter or cameraman or producer or whatever is talking to these people as they're cutting promos.
Yeah.
It's like how, when TNA first did their backstage promos, they would use a wobbly handheld camera and make it feel like they just kind of captured the moment as it was happening rather than it was a set-up thing like WWE kind of do.
Yeah.
Like, they're definitely going for this style of production, and I really enjoyed it.
It works.
I like it.
It works for style.
Absolutely, dude. So next up, we've got a 6-man tag team match of Ace Romero, Paco, and Stephen Wolf versus Connor Braxton, Kurt Stallion, and Jake Something.
Now, when I read the lineup of this card and saw Jake Something, I thought, well, someone doesn't know his surname.
Yeah, I think that's the point, maybe. Like, oh, it's Jake Something. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, excellent.
As we're told on commentary that this is the funnest entrance in AAW. Doesn't bode well for fun.
Do you think the Jake Something name is overthought?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's just someone's thought about that way too much. They spent like, a couple of months going, oh, what's my last name going to be? How am I going to do it? Oh, Jake something. Oh, Jake something. That's great. And you're like, nah, dude, come on.
And again, Stephen Wolf, I'm the leader of the Wolf Pack. Kevin Nash wants his check.
Yeah, absolutely. So immediately a cowboy walks out of the curtain and tells us to get the fuck up. And you're like, oh, it's Fred Durst. And then the music cuts in. So then we get an 80s classic, Your Love by The Outfield plays, beastly song. And basically as soon as the faces work out, you're like, that is a big, big fella.
Yeah, Ace Romero. Big boy. Looked a little bit from the first glance, thought, hey, it looks like Bill DeMott's son.
Oh, yeah, like a bigger Bill DeMott almost. Like, yeah. So at this point, I've written, Sarah Shockey has become so annoying that if we weren't doing this pod, I would stop watching this.
Her best
and
quote,
the wrestling is bloody great.
Her best quote in this match when they started getting chairs involved. I've never seen a chair like that.
Oh, for God's sake.
At the start of this match, Braxton faux jizzes over Paco.
Does he?
He sits and goes...
I missed that completely. That's my move. We get an amazing Sabu-style chair throw by Kurt Stallion at Paco. Did you catch this?
Yeah, nice.
It was like he threw a chair at him, just kind of, I think, as to kind of hit him in the chest, but it clean just like whoa across his head. And you're like, oh, he Sabu'd him. That was awesome. We get a spicy hot tag to Ace Romero. Ace Romero dives to the outside.
The top rope plancher was lovely.
I put kind of he dives / rolls / then kind of falls over the top rope onto the crowd of people.
I like the fact that after the roly-poly fall over the top rope, we get a nice holy S chant from the crowd afterwards.
Absolutely,
like, yeah, nice one.
But he's like, to put over his size, if you don't know who Ace Romero is, he's definitely plus 300.
I'd say even plus 4.
I was going to say, is he plus 4?
He must be plus 400.
Yeah, so for him to be doing a top rope in an inverted comma plancher across the top rope is pretty impressive.
Cardio strong as well.
Yeah.
He went for it for the whole bloody match when he was in that ring.
I thought he was going to blow up much sooner than this, and he didn't, and he's got a lot of potential, that dude.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's got an interesting look. He's got a good in-ring style. And, who doesn't like that top rope dive?
I'm intrigued to see how long a guy like that, how long his knees can carry that weight. Yeah,
I mean, you've seen how long Mastiff's done it, though.
Yeah.
And Mastiff wrestles a similar style,
I think he's smaller and more athletic, though.
Mastiff's definitely more athletic than Romero.
Absolutely. And you look at the size of Mastiff's legs, and it's pure muscle. You know
True.
what I mean? Like Romero, there's a lot of fat there.
Yeah, I get the impression, again, definitely pot kettle black moment here. I can't imagine he does much work in a cardio sense for a gym.
His jaw does tons of cardio. Not his body. Yeah, absolutely.
Snap.
Yeah, me too. So Jake something shouts, "What's my name?" And then moonsaults off spiky ring post bit. Do you catch this? Like how the ring posts have got like the brackets that the buckles are attached to. Then on the outside of the post, they've got more brackets. Like, have you ever seen this before?
No, not before.
Is it so that you can turn the post around and have 2 ropes? I noticed there was only 2 brackets on the far side.
I'm not sure, but I did notice that it gave, in a later match, an opportunity to fling yourself off it.
Yeah, that's what like Jake did on this one. He literally like chucked his foot on and then moonsaulted off that spiky thing.
So either I can't imagine it's there by design just for high spots.
I was wondering. I thought this would be really dangerous.
Yeah,
you've got spikes on the outside of the ring post.
You have a lot of margin for error here, don't you?
Yeah, like if you trip and fall, like when these lucha guys, especially, like you scrape your back down one of those, like, oh no, thank you, I don't want that at all. Like, can we just chop them off maybe?
Yeah, or maybe put like foam cones over the top of it.
Exactly, yeah.
Maybe put some foam hands, sell them at the gimmick stand.
That'd look amazing. Just like 4 ring posts and like foam hands sticking out from them.
Switching
to fireworks.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Make it more dangerous. Fireworks and barbed wire. That'd be great.
Terry Funk will be all over that.
So we're left with Conor Braxton and Ace Romero in the ring. Braxton pulls the referee in front of him, slaps, and Braxton scoop slams the huge Ace Romero. Very, very impressive. Everyone gets a spot.
I assume that's everyone hits their finishes at this stage, don't they?
I think that's what it was. But there's always a moment in these 6-man tags where everyone gets a spot and we get a standing ovation. I say standing ovation, you know what I mean. Everyone claps a bit. Stevens does a 619 to no one.
Booyaka.
Completely there's no one on the ropes, just does a 619. I think he's doing to build up like a rebound lariat.
Yeah.
But he does the 619 to no one. Sorry, I couldn't go over how funny this looked. It's like he just went for a 619. I was like, there's no one on the ropes, dude. What are you doing?
Basically, what happened here is someone wrote down the match And like, okay, well, you do a 619 here, and someone ribbed him. He's like, just standing away, and he just follows every instruction.
But then gets black hole slammed by Jake Something for the 1-2-3, and your winners are Connor Braxton, Kirk Stallion, and Jake Something. The commentators put over Jake Something is unbeaten in AAW currently. All right, 6-man tag, pretty standard for most indie shows.
Yeah. Again, at this stage, no rules have been explained of no count out, no DQ. So at this stage, what I wrote in my notes are, what are the rules?
Yeah, absolutely. Totally, yeah. I quite liked how the 3 heel guys all looked kind of similar. They all had quite long hair, the kind of cowboy-esque gimmicks with black trunks, and all the faces didn't look like them. They had, like, massive dudes, bright red trunks, blah, 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 blah. Nice and easy to tell the difference between the two. Yeah.
I hadn't seen much of Paco before, but the kid can sell.
Yeah, I think he's, I can't see him going particularly far unless he's got a really good mouth on him.
No, I think he's a definite enhancement talent who can work, but he can also make. I mean, the big boys hit him with moves, but the way he sold it looked like they were just collapsing him inside out.
Absolutely, I think he did a great job, and commentary did a really good job of. Well, I say did a really good job. They did a good job of putting over the fact that he was like the young, scrappy underdog that they all love and they all want to be a part of, and everything. Yeah.
Had all the action, didn't die down, and as we said already, crowd really into it still.
Yep, still hot. I was surprised, to be totally honest. You would have thought the crowd died down a little bit, but Chicago seems up for this.
Yeah, definitely.
So next match we've got is Brody King, who had the brawl with Sami Callihan earlier in the night, against Darby Allin.
Debuting in AAW.
Oh, okay, right. So
I wrote here that Darby Allin looks a cross between Old Vampiro, Sting, Meathead, and Cara Noir.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's only later in the match when I realise his hair seems to have like a white stripe down it, so it looks like a skunk.
Oh, nice. Cool. Do you know who Gigi Allen is?
No.
Okay, so Gigi Allen was a guy on the Californian punk scene. Okay, I think Californian, don't quite remember that, but I'm pretty sure it is. That I first learnt about when I heard Fat Mike from NoFX. This is a music reference for those young boys that don't understand punk rock from the 90s.
What's a NoFX?
Exactly. In an interview, Fat Mike was talking about this guy called Gigi Allen, how they used to go to shows when they were kids, and this fat guy would come out with a micro penis, so his penis is literally less than an inch, like butt naked. When his band would start playing, he'd come out butt naked, scream down the mic, squat, and shit all over the floor, and then start fights with people in the crowd. Gigi Allen is like the most extreme, violent, horrible punk singer you've ever seen in your life, okay? He was a massive heroin addict, like he had loads and loads of problems, but like, if you're bored, Google Gigi Allen and just learn, because it is astonishingly insane.
I mean, I don't know how he does it, because even if I'm in public loos and I need a poo, it takes me 8. I need people to clear out to go and poo on stage in front of loads of people. I did not expect to be talking about this on the pod.
I know, but that's where he got it must be where he's got the name from. His name's Darby Allin, spelt the same and everything. It's like, it has to be Gigi Allen.
Or he's a precursor to All In.
Yeah, but the thing about how he wrestles and stuff, he's like completely reckless and everything else. Like, he's definitely a Gigi Allen fan.
Yeah, liked his cut off shorts with black tights underneath it as well.
Guess he wore cut off shorts a lot.
Well, I think there you go. You've just confirmed your thought.
Right, so we get a top rope springboard arm drag by Darby Allin that I thought was absolutely awesome. He starts to do these what they call trust falls, but I'm going to refer to as the stage dive.
Yeah,
like by headbangers. Remember they used to do this?
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was awesome. This is one of 3 that he goes for in this match.
By the time he got to number 3, I was like, just stop.
It's like his go-to move, obviously.
But I like the fact how they mixed it up. So I think was it the second one that he got caught?
Yeah.
Yeah, nicely done.
Slammed on the floor and stuff. Yeah, it was really cool.
At least he knows you can trust him.
Yeah, so we get a power bomb on the edge of the ring, and I'm like, oh, please stop doing that.
Now, what can you tell me about that part of the ring?
I'm pretty sure it's the hardest part of the ring.
That's what I've heard too.
So Tyler Volts then explains at this point that it's no DQ, no count out here at AAW. And I'm finally like, oh, that makes sense.
My note says it confirms it's no DQ, no count out. And then, this explains a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. So Allen slaps Brody, and Brody gives him a brutal-looking powerbomb where he kind of folds him from his neck down to his like crotch or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, that
proper
looks so
Constantine at him, didn't he?
Yeah, brutal. So Tyler Volts says to Sarah Shockley at this point, "You're pretty good at this." And she goes, "Thanks, I just wanted to be here." Fucking lies. You're not very good at this. You're terrible at this.
But yeah, there's no denying she wanted to be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
I pretty much summed it up for me at this point with her commentary. It was just disastrous.
Yeah, it was. I get the impression she was standing and she was maybe putting too much effort in, like you said earlier.
Yep.
She really wanted to do well, but through nerves, she over-egged it and over-egged excitement, because at no point during this entire card did she sound like she was thinking anything through or trying to explain things. It was always 100 miles an hour. Sometimes you couldn't really understand her, and then she shouted very loudly.
Yeah, and lots of like, oh, like in the background is like the other guy's trying to talk, and you're like, oh, come on, man, just like turn away from the mic for a second, you know?
Yeah, someone stuck a rabbit up her ass.
Okay, cool. Show me this. Okay, so Darby Allin.
Other sex toys are available.
Did you call a rabbit a sex toy?
The rampant rabbit.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, okay.
This podcast is really taking a turn with shitting on the stage and sex toys.
It's all good.
It's really not.
So Brody King goes after Darby, and Darby's like, and starts hitting himself. And I'm like, oh, this is brilliant. He wants the punishment. He loves it. They did this amazing 720 spinny springboard splash thing. Like he springboards off the top rope, does a massive spin, and then lands on him. I was like, how do you manage this? This is cool. This is awesome. He then grabs Brody's hand, lays it on the floor, and starts punching it.
Yeah, really nice.
So
really
good.
Nice.
You get a Yoshi tonic for 2, and the crowd are really getting into it at this point. You get a buckle bomb, and then the Fire Thunder driver, which is a Razor's Edge pile driver by Brody. I've never seen this before.
No, it looks like sort of an over-the-shoulder pile driver sort of thing, wasn't it?
Absolutely, yes. He's holding him in the Razor's Edge position, picks him up, and just pile drives him straight back down. I was like, oh, that's killer.
Really, really good finish.
For the 1, 2, 3, and your winner is Brody King. I really, really enjoyed this. I like the story. The plucky underdog, kind of like reckless abandonment against the big bruiser monster sort of character.
Yeah, I always like speed versus strength, size versus, David versus Goliath sort of battles.
Yeah, so it can get a little cliched at time, but this didn't feel like that. It felt very unique and special.
Yeah, and it didn't feel at any stage. Obviously, you had Darby Allin as the underdog as such, but at no point was he really outclassed.
Nope, definitely not. He was going for every step. He wasn't overselling too much as well.
And I think that's a good thing, again, about this card on a whole so far, and as we see going on. No one's booked weak. Everyone's booked strong. Everyone gets their spots in. And also, more importantly, logical.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think of Brody King? First time seeing him?
First time seeing him.
Me too.
Really good look. Big boy, like 6'5", I think they were saying in the commentary.
Tatted up, like strong,
yeah,
good style. Yeah, intimidating.
Easy to be, easy to dislike as a heel, but he's the sort of person you can imagine as a face run. He's like, he could be the cool, badass, take no prisoners, just run through people sort of thing.
Absolutely. A lot of potential.
Yeah, huge upside to this guy.
Again, another guy on this card that I think we might be seeing a lot of in the future, especially on the American indie scene.
Yeah, obviously just through saying Brody, it reminded me of someone of that size who can move around Brody Lee.
Yeah, absolutely. Or Bruiser Brody.
Well, yeah, exactly. But
I thought you were going to say Bruiser. So I was like, wait, hang on, what?
No,
the other one.
Brody Lee.
So next up, we've got the Killer Cult of Dave Christ, Jake Christ, and Sami Callihan against the Rascals of Desmond Xavier and Zachary Vance and their tag team partner, Shane Strickland. Xavier does sexy dancing to Strickland's entrance music, which is Ain't Nobody Love Me Better.
Best pop of the night so far at this stage.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was really funny. When Sami Callihan's lot come out with the Chris, my immediate thought is, when did Sami Callihan join the Shield?
Yeah, that's exactly what I wrote.
I think everyone thought the same thing. He comes out with his flak jacket on.
Every time I see Sami Callihan as well, I think man with small man syndrome. But would scare the shit out of me.
There's lots of bits I love about Sami Callihan, and some bits I really don't like. I feel like he doesn't think things through ever. No. I think it's just like, let's do this. It's great, and which is kind of endearing. But at the same time, it's like, come on, like you could just be that little bit more special if you just took your time and processed this bit or blah blah blah.
That's what ruined him in NXT as Solomon Crow.
Yeah,
he was too gung ho. He wasn't open to change. It had to be his way or the highway. And obviously, Uncle Paul turned around and went, all right.
Off you go.
Good luck. Yeah. And he's done well. In fairness to Sami Callihan, his profile on the Indies has raised hugely. I'd say in the States he's on a level that Havoc would be over here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think he's more talented than Havoc, to be totally honest, as well. So we've got Strickland and Sami Callihan to start. They get face-to-face. They start face-palming each other, and it gets really scrappy really early. We've got all 6 men in the ring. They're shoving each other, and we're off. Big brawl to start with. We've got Sarah Shockley over-explains everything at this point, and I've literally written, we have eyes, we can see what is happening. Please stop just telling us every little thing. Everyone does dives and fights on the outside. Xavier does the Sasuke special, which I'm a huge fan of. I just would love to see one of these in every match, to be totally honest. There's another quote here from Sarah Shockley. This is called Take No Prisoners. I think Sami Callihan wants to take all the prisoners. I don't think you get the understanding of take no prisoners. Is that, I'm going to kill you is the idea.
I mean, maybe he's trying to take them all.
Oh, it's so strange. We get a massive Tower of Doom spot where Jake Crist power bombs the guy at the top of the pyramid.
That was really cool at the end.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Like Jake Crist is waiting there for the Tower of Doom spot, and as they fall, he catches his legs and power bombs him. Like,
Really nice.
Jesus Christ. Top rope springboard cutter by Zachary Wentz.
Too much sauce.
Is that what the move's
Yeah.
called? Okay. This is obviously a bit of a theme of this promotion. A lot of people are jumping up to the top rope,
Yeah.
springboarding off it, and doing a move.
But then the best springboard move of the night comes after this.
Well, we get a funk-style pile driver by Sami Callihan and Strickland. Everyone gets a spot.
This is the part when we essentially have two towels like you're fighting in a swimming pool.
Yeah, chicken fight is what I refer to.
Chicken fight.
yeah.
Chicken fight cutter, essentially.
Yeah. What they call killers take over everything.
Yeah.
I'd never seen this move before, even though I've seen these guys wrestle quite a
Yeah.
lot because they're all across the indies at the moment. And TNA, I believe.
Yeah, as OVE. Ohio versus everybody.
Oh, nice. Cool. Awesome. And they do the chicken fight cutter, which is just so cool, where like he's sitting, how to describe it? So Callahan's got
Jake
Crist
Crist on the top.
his shoulders, and Dave Crist has is it
Strickland on top of the
on
other.
top of his shoulders, and they both pushed each of the guys off of the top, and Jake catches
Strickland in the cutter.
and drops down. It's like, oh, the timing on this. That's very impressive. Vince jumps off the top rope and Jake Crist cuts him off with a mid-air cutter. Like, oh,
You could tell something was
awesome.
going to happen here,
Yeah.
couldn't you? Because they deliberately didn't show Jake Crist on his top rope.
Is that where he came off? Because I was
Yeah.
going to say that if he came off the top rope, I would have liked them almost to have shown it,
Yeah.
because then we could have seen the spot happening.
No, that's where he came from. So he climbed up the top. This is the spot I was talking about. So he climbed
Right.
the top rope, and it's Wentz, wasn't it, on the other side of the ring?
Yep.
Wentz went off the top rope on one side of the ring. Jake Crist went off the other side and caught him mid-air with a cutter. They both jumped off at the same time.
That's what I assumed happened, but I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. Like, that was fucking awesome. That was really, really cool. And then we get the JML driver by Strickland, which is like a big assisted moonsault thing as well.
Not to be confused with the company who sell like steamer mops.
I was going to say, yeah. For the 1, 2, 3. And the winners are the Rascals, so Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz and Shane Strickland.
Yeah, because that was then the assisted moonsault to get the pin, wasn't it? For that one?
Yeah, pretty cool. Like a bit of a weird spot to end it on, considering all the crazy stuff that's happened.
But it's a nice thing, again, as we said, like in the opener, you've got all the high spots and you finish with an O'Connor roll. So, and then a standing moonsault to finish, very nice.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I felt a bit underwhelming, to be totally honest. Like, I think maybe if they thought this through a little bit more, they'd have a bit more impactful finish, maybe.
Oh, impact.
Yeah. So we get a bit of... I thought this match was a bit messy, but it was a really, really fun spot fest. Obviously, building up a lot of tension between these two factions, like kind of Dragon Gate-esque faction warfare.
Yeah, definitely. OV, or like Killer Cult, they're called in AAW.
Yeah.
They're doing the indies as their trio now. It's helped elevate Dave and Jake Crist in TNA and
Yeah.
Impact Wrestling. And they're a really good tag. Now
Yeah.
they've dropped, I don't know if you saw an Impact or if they did it on the indies before, they had like the spitting image masks coming down as well when they came out to the ring. They used to wear big masks which made them look like they've got elongated like Scream or...
Can't say I've seen them.
Yeah, now they've dropped that, they're a bit more serious.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I always liked them, guy. Were they Irish Airborne back in the day for
Yeah.
ROH? Yeah, I used to even like them back then. I always thought they were quality, but never like standouts, you know. And they seem to have found a really nice position on the card.
A lot of the people on the indies say that Dave Crist is one of the best workers on the indies.
Cool.
And that's, and he's in a tag, so that's not being disrespectful for tag team wrestling, but if you've got someone who is that talented,
Yeah.
you can imagine in the future that if Dave Crist is as good as people think they are, he's got, again, big upside to him.
I always compared them to like a modern strong style kind of Hardy Boys.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? Yeah. It does it. Then we get so basically, yeah, I really enjoyed this match. Thought it was good. I enjoyed most of these matches. It's a bit, maybe not the interesting pod when I'm just like, yeah, everything's good.
But I think it was nice because it was an introduction to some wrestlers we'd not seen before.
Yeah,
Mixed in with wrestlers that we were either familiar with or had a lot of experience with going through. But next is the reason sometimes I hate indie wrestling promos.
Okay, well,
We
hang
have
on. We've got a very short backstage promo.
Well, that's it. That is the backstage promo.
Oh, okay. Is this what you're talking about? I thought you were going to talk about the next segment.
No, we've got Stallion, Braxton, and something just standing there. It's pointless. It's
Yeah.
a waste of time. Doesn't get anything over, doesn't get themselves over. You've just wasted 2 minutes of my life and probably a lot more of your own.
I would have cut this.
Yeah, this shouldn't have. Yeah,
Absolutely.
waste of time.
So, I'm assuming this is where the intermission is on the show, because we come back to Jimmy Jacobs in the ring cutting a promo. Really?
Nice man purse.
Okay.
That's what I'm interested in.
I've got no problem with the purse. I'm just not a big Jimmy Jacobs mark, really.
No, the first experience I had of Jacobs in the ring was Joe versus Kabashi.
Yeah.
And even then, I was a bit like, I don't see what the hype is.
I think he's got a good promo. I think he's often a bit too Russo-esque.
Yeah, well, as we saw when he got into saying like, Ruby Riott, you can thank me. You're lucky that you've got this job in WWE. Tyler Black, you're lucky I got you into Ring of Honor, and then you became Seth Rollins and became a millionaire. Jericho, you're lucky I invented the list and you didn't book me on your cruise. Young Bucks, you got me fired and you didn't even put me on your show.
He's semi-shooting here.
And it's partly true. But unfortunately, if you look down that list of people, Ruby Riott's very, very good. Tyler Black is outstanding. Jericho, Hall of Famer. Young Bucks, very good. Jimmy Jacobs, nobody.
Well, maybe nobody's a little harsh, but I know what you're getting at here. Yeah. The one thing I immediately noticed is most of the front 3 rows opposite the hard cam are completely empty. They've obviously gone for a piss break at this point. Yeah. And it's like, can we just cut to a different camera, please? Like, there's other people sitting on the other side of the stage. And then he just jumps out of the ring. That's about it, really. He wrestles a fan at ringside for his beer who won't let go of it. Rightly so. Fuck you, I paid for this beer. So then we get an impromptu AAW Tag Team Championship match of the besties in the world, Davey Vega and Matt Fitchett, against Colt Cabana and Juice Robinson, who are called Boom Juice.
Who's in the corner, though, of besties in the world?
Well, let's get there. So, Savage Garden Truly Madly plays, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the best entrance music ever. I want to stand with you on a mountain. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Again, music licensing. We need it in pro wrestling.
Yeah, and Savage Garden need the money.
They probably do at this point. So the note I've written, I'll just read it as I've written it, is, who is this amazingly beautiful woman accompanying besties in the world?
Not me, Scarlett Bordeaux.
Jesus Christ, yeah. Like, I have a type and she is that type. Man, she's
money, isn't she?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a shame TNA have signed her.
She properly signed to TNA now.
Yeah, she's, well, obviously Impact's... She's
obviously allowed to work indies still, because you see these Impact guys everywhere.
Yeah, but I think she could do better things.
Yeah, maybe with time. Like, I know
be my wife.
She did a WWE Dark match, I think.
Okay.
There's a few WWE links to her as well, so I wonder whether she'll end up there eventually. But maybe she's she doesn't need to be stick thin really for WWE anymore, do they?
No. I think she's got the figure that back in the day WWE would have been a case of. And wrongly
You're not anorexic and you haven't got massive fake boobs. Like,
yeah,
you know,
get out.
Exactly, yeah.
Whereas
but
now,
like, they're beyond that at this point.
Yeah.
Cabana chats with a drunk guy at ringside on his entrance, which I thought was fucking great. Just like really casual. It's obviously just down the road from his house. He's like, hey, local promotion.
Cycle to the show.
Yeah. And Juice comes out. So Juice Robinson is fast this year become one of my favorite guys in wrestling in general. Like, I'm a big New Japan mark, as we all know.
Well, I was going to say, because he's really come into his own in New Japan in the last sort of 12, 18 months, I'd say.
Yeah.
A lot more prominent, got over his character, found his character a lot more.
Had a really good G1 with a good story, had a broken hand the whole way through. So it was easy to take losses, but then started to come back. And as that hand started to heal, he started to be able to use it more.
Yeah. So it's simple storytelling.
Yeah.
But it's nice with someone like Juice Robinson, who's got such a flamboyant character who can then tell those serious stories.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it just goes to show you don't need WWE to become a big star.
He's entertaining, he's funny, he's comedy, but can be serious and motivated. It's really, really easy to book this guy.
I also think it's very sensible of Gedo to book him how they've done, knowing full well that there could potentially be another New Japan Exodus come January.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Because then they've got people like Jay
It's not
White.
going to happen, but I know what you mean.
No,
yeah.
I know it's not going to happen, but I like the fact they're teasing it as a storyline.
Yeah.
But it's also giving the opportunity for others to build up their profile at the same time.
Absolutely.
But again, Gedo booking, it's doing simple things, making stars bigger, but not skyrocketing them. So they slowly build. They go level after level, and I think that's why Juice Robinson's growing on me as well, because I wasn't a fan to start with.
Me neither. Fitchett and Juice shake hands while Juice flips off Fitchett's partner, and you're like, what's going on here? And they're telling this story whereby Davey Vega and Matt Fitchett are in a tag team, but what's her name? Scarlett Bordeaux is with Davey Vega, not with Fitchett at this point. And so we have two guys that are in a tag team where one's essentially a heel and one's essentially a face, with a valet who's a heel, but they're in the same tag team.
Yeah, it looks like, I think the story going into it, again, it's the two guys fighting over one girl sort of thing.
That's what it seemed to be, but then as it progresses, it's very much not that almost.
Yeah.
Like, Fitchett doesn't want anything to do with Scarlett Bordeaux. He won't take her bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
It gets very, very surreal. Like, this is a clever little story. This is the first time, really, that I'm seeing something really different out of AAW, you know?
Yeah, and again, for two guys I knew nothing about coming into the show.
Yeah. This makes it easy and fun to follow so much, especially with Cabana and like Juice in the ring, because they're really good at storytelling.
Yeah. One of the first things that Cabana does in this match when he does his Superman pin, I absolutely adore that. It's so simple, so good. And again, just his face was always looking for the hard cam, looking up when the pin's on, and looking always so slightly like, oh, I can't believe I didn't get a 3.
That's a professional right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Colt Cabana.
Yeah.
I know we've sort of spoken about him on previous pods and his how he may be hindered by Punk. Do you think Cabana has any chance of ever making it into NXT in like a Chris Hero sort of role?
No, he doesn't need to anymore. He's got to the point where he's got a comfortable role with ROH. He's got the commentary gig. He's doing all these American indies and such at his own leisure. And he's also, I don't know if you know this, he's got a big hand in Pro Wrestling Tees.
Well, yeah, he's one of the founding members of it, wasn't he?
Exactly. And so I think he's got money coming out of his ears at this point, to be totally honest.
But that's the thing, though. Is it
as much as any indie wrestler can?
Yeah, but is it a case that he'd want to prove to himself that he could do it? Or do you think he just doesn't care anymore?
I don't think he gives a shit.
No.
I think he's perfectly happy being this kind of traveling punk rock style kind of character. Like, do you listen to his pod?
Yeah.
Okay, so he said a few times on that pod that he's like, he's bought a car, for example. And so I think those are the signs of someone that's very comfortable and very successful at this point. And I don't think he needs the big boys anymore.
No. I asked the question because a lot of people are always gone that he could have and should have made it. And as we said before, I think
he should have been.
He should have been in Santino's role because he would have done it a million times better.
Yeah, Coco.
Yeah.
Coco Beware. Like, he's 100% that character. Yeah.
But I think
he's a white Scorpio, as he likes to put it on the podcast. He's never be that, but yeah.
But I think his time's passed. I think a lot of the internet fans want him to go there just because they think he wants to go there. I think he could do a fantastic role for WWE, and I think he could make some of their wrestlers a lot better. But I agree with you, the fact that I don't think Colt Cabana, who wants to be the guy who does it for himself, by himself, would ever go.
Yeah. Ian Riccaboni, who does the commentary for ROH, and Colt Cabana, who now does commentary for ROH, I think are absolutely outstanding together.
They work really well. They've got great chemistry, because I watched some of the ROH bits on Fight.
Yeah.
Some of their sort of weekly shows. And Cabana, I've sometimes referred to him as Punk Light, because Punk's outstanding in the ring, Cabana's really good in the ring. Punk can tell great stories. Cabana can tell equally as good stories, but not as serious. Punk is dynamite on commentary. Cabana is exceptional.
Yeah, okay. I don't necessarily agree with the first bit, but I agree with the last bit you said. Yeah, absolutely. So let's get into this match. So I think this is a lovely change of pace considering all the crazy spot fests we've had so far. A nice bit of storytelling and nice bits of comedy, some serious stuff thrown in there as well.
Actual wrestling.
Yeah, good. They verge on silly, but it never goes that far, which I think is very, very clever because it keeps the simulated fight feel going. Like, this is the kind of thing where I don't think Cornette would be so pissed off with this match.
No, it's more shenanigans and comedy.
Yeah. That's always like a standard of like how pissed off would Cornette be with this. Like, at least publicly, maybe not privately, but Yeah.
Maybe for future shows, we get like a Cornetta-meter.
Yeah.
Pissed off he'd be.
I really like how when Cabana tags in, immediately him and Vega have heat when they kind of tag into each other, which is nice to see Cabana with a bit of like, bit
of fire under him, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. Scarlett tries to cheat, but accidentally trips Vega's partner, Fitchett. The teasing tension between the two besties here, which I think is absolutely great. We get big aeroplane spins for everyone. Scarlett's in to save Vega. The besties are definitely not on the same page anymore halfway through this match. And this starts to build as well. It doesn't just immediately happen. Like, they're trying to get on, but they're not quite getting there. And they never come to blows. And they seem like they're still rarely okay. But it's like they've got Scarlett in between them, causing this tension all the time.
Yeah, you've got the understated boil coming, don't you?
This is pretty unique.
They've done really well.
But it works. Like, that's very difficult to do in pro wrestling now. A lot of people use the same stories over and over and over again. This is very smart. Hot tag to Cabana. He pulls out the lion salt, which I was like, yeah, he can still do it. Juice does punches. Scarlett distracts I say punches, like the dusty kind of 3 punches and big thing. Scarlett distracts him by being, I don't know how to describe this.
She's very ladylike.
Oh my God, she's insane. There's this amazing bit where Fitchett realizes what's happening as like Scarlett is distracted Juice, walks over and goes, "Oi, you bitch, get down." And you're like, took it way too far. That was fucking great. And then we get a Cabana and Juice doing their kind of dusty elbow punch spots together, which I thought was really, really fun. Vega pulls his partner in front of him as he's about to get hit with the big elbow, and like, "Oh, you bastard!" The Boom Juice then go for the Doomsday device, but Scarlett pulls Juice off the ropes and crotches him on the top as Vega rolls up Cabana for the 1, 2, 3. And your winners and still tag team champions, besties in the world, Davey Vega and Matt Fitchett.
Really, really fun match. But then the fun continues afterwards. So Scarlett gets on the mic, starts cutting a promo, and then tells Fitchett to get out of here.
Yeah, the line she says is absolutely hilarious. You guys are so lucky to have a girl that looks like me in this ring. Have you seen how women's wrestlers look nowadays? That's like, oh, you fucking prick. That's well funny. And then, as the bit that you haven't mentioned, this music hits, and I'm like, oh, I know this music. What is it? And you just hear, doom, 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 doom. I want to be the very best dude, like no one ever was. I'm like, it's Pokemon.
Now, do you know what I was going to say? This is why I haven't mentioned it, because I assumed when I saw her ring go, I thought, oh, this is something to do with Pikachu.
Are you not a Pokemon guy, I imagine?
No, I'm 35.
I didn't think you would be. Don't be like that, you dick. So this is Smiley Kylie Ray. He went this to a huge pop from the crowd. And Scarlett got this amazing line where she says, can we send this little virgin back to church, please? I was like, oh, holy shit. Absolutely buried her. Amazing. So, yeah, so Kylie Ray versus Scarlett Bordeaux is now in the works, which is nice. I love this ECW impromptu match thing. Where it's just like someone's in the ring cutting a promo, someone comes out to confront them, and fuck it, let's have a match, send for the ref.
And the commentators went for that. We're going, oh, and we've got a ref, so I guess we've got a match.
Yeah,
I guess we do, chaps.
I love it. I love this style of booking. I'd love to see this more. Like, it can get a bit played out, but when you haven't seen it for a while, like, this is really, really fun. I love this style.
My observational bits at the start of this, obviously, we had dueling fan chants for both Scarlett and Kylie Ray.
Absolutely.
As well. And this is where I noticed it was Pokemon. It's like, oh, Kylie Ray's got a Pikachu top on her ring gear.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's over. Question mark.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then we have chants knocking off Lana from WWE, where they do, Kylie is the best, clap, clap. Kylie number one, clap, clap.
Yeah, exactly. So Kylie starts to outsmart Scarlett at the beginning of the match. Like, Scarlett goes for a big elbow as Kylie rolls in the ring, and she rolls back out, so she elbows nothing. Misses, gets the air. Scarlett takes over and makes out with Vega at ringside. The lucky son of a bitch.
I'll take that over Ronda Rousey, face hugging.
Vega goes to choke Kylie, and Fitchett stops him. So you've got two tag team partners here. One attacking the heel guy, attacking the face woman in the ring. And then the face kind of tag team partner coming off and stopping his tag team partner. At this point, I kind of started thinking that both these women would fit beautifully into NXT.
Kylie Ray reminded me a lot of Nixon Newell.
Yeah, or like a Bailey almost.
Yeah.
Like, very positive, very happy, very smiley, ready to go. She looks a lot like Nixon.
Yeah.
Like, facially, I was like, oh, is that Nixon? Or like, no.
Yeah, exactly. No. I thought at that stage, I thought, oh.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, I think both these girls can work. They can talk. They've got good established characters. Like, especially Scarlett. She is a bastard heel.
When she slapped in that Dragon Sleeper as well, I thought that looks really good.
Absolutely. So, Dragon Sleeper by Scarlett looked absolutely brutal. Kylie does this amazing thing where from a Dragon Sleeper position, she starts to stand up with Scarlett on her back to her feet and then drop her into the corner. Like, holy shit. I've just written here, they lucha.
They lucha.
There's lots of cool, like, flying lucha stuff here. Kylie locks in the crossface. Scarlett taps out, but Vega distracts the ref just as she's about to.
Scarlett then goes on to hit the moss-covered three-handled credenza.
Yeah, which is like a spinny neck breaker, a weird thing that I don't know how to describe it.
Well, the three-handled credenza is the name of the move, but I think when Perry Saturn did it, it was called the moss-covered three-handled credenza.
I remember Chris Jericho had it on his list.
Oh, really?
2001 moves, whatever it was. Yeah. Then we get a huge super kick by Kylie for the 1, 2, 3, and your winner is Kylie Ray.
So, interesting, you said huge super kick. I wrote poor super kick.
Poor super kick. Okay, I'm just probably emphasising that it's the finish.
Oh,
trying to put these girls over.
Well, no, I put them over, but the super kick finish while Scarlett was on the floor was it just looked a bit weak.
I'm going to say I did have to rush watch this because I've been insanely busy this week, so I probably had my eyes on the other screen writing my notes as this happened, so it did look bad.
Yeah, it's just a bit... Considering the other moves they've been pulling out in this match, poorly, quite slowly executed super kick?
Okay.
Super kick? Average kick to the head.
Fair enough, yeah.
Intense, it was a rivalry. They didn't slow anything down.
Yep, great stories, great moves, characters, like, all just worked for me. His strong heel face dynamic, And the crowd, as much as they were dueling at the beginning, did start to really cheer the face and not necessarily boo the heel, but, they were definitely cheering the face more than they were cheering Scarlett.
Yeah, definitely.
So we get a backstage promo with the women's champion Jessica Havoc, who's in the main event tonight. She puts over the main event with Kimber and Kimber's apparent heel turn in the last show. So this is interesting because Kimber Lee is a lovable sort of human being I found in the past.
Yeah, so the backstory to this seems to be that they were in a tag and then Kimber Lee turned round and sort of battered Havoc on the jealousy that she wants the AAW women's title.
Simple storytelling, can't complain.
Makes sense.
So then we'll jump into the next match, which is Firefox of AR Fox and Myron Reed versus the Lucha Brothers of Penta El Cero Miedo and Rey Fenix, or Pentagon Jr. as he should be known.
Wow.
Public warning, spots incoming.
Yeah.
Holy shit, boy, this match.
I'm not going to lie, as you said with one of the matches earlier, my notes for this is basically spots. But not in a bad way.
Okay, do you want me to fly through this?
Like they did.
Okay, yeah, very much so. I've written most of it down, but not like tons, okay? So the first thing I'm immediately just marking out for like a child at Christmas is Firefox come out to the "Come on and slam and welcome to the gym. Come on and slam." I'm just like, oh, this is amazing.
We've had a lot of singing on this week's show.
Mate, the entrance music, I'm telling you, music in pro wrestling is so important. We need more of it. We need more licensed music.
I was going to say, we need more music in pro wrestling.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we do. It's so important. It makes such a difference to me as well. Like, this is one of the reasons why I started loving ECW and stuff back in the day, was Rob Van Dam coming out to walk, Sandman coming out to enter Sandman. These are moments that I remember much more than the matches.
What are you trying to say about TNA's version of Rob Van Dam's? He's like, Rob Van Dam, the whole effing show.
You can understand why even WCW and stuff tried to do rip-off versions of like Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit.
It makes a character, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. Like, and it's easy to relate to, and you kind of, it gives you moments of enjoyment, you know?
Yeah.
This is Team Firefox, right? Are you sure they don't want to upgrade to Team Chrome?
Hey,
geek references, yay! So, Cero Miedo. Do you know what it means?
0M.
Yeah, nearly. It's zero fear.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, that's why he goes up to people and does it right in their faces. Like, I do not fear you. That's like really, really over with every crowd he's ever been a part of as well.
Which must be difficult. He's Pentagon Jr.
He's the best. I love Pentagon. I will say, Rey and Phoenix in this match started to really impress me recently.
Yeah.
I think he's starting to outshine his brother a little bit.
Yeah, but he hasn't got the character down, has he?
Yeah.
But he'll get there.
He's certainly starting to get there. The development of his gear, like the new gear he's got at the moment,
Yeah.
is really, really cool.
Mild controversial comment, because I
Go
know
on.
they're interested in signing both. Rey Fenix would have a longer WWE career than Penta.
Absolutely. He's younger. I think he's more agile and more inventive as well. Like,
Yeah.
Penta is fucking awesome. But half the stuff he does, I'm not sure he'd be, not necessarily allowed, I'm not sure they'd be very happy about him doing in WWE.
Rey
Lots of
Fenix
head
has
drops.
better merch,
Oh, really?
which is a real shame, because I've been looking at some Penta merch and none of it goes,
Mm.
oh.
I want a Penta mask. I really want a Penta mask. Is there a good quality like latex one out there?
If anyone would like to send us a good quality Penta mask,
Mate. Yeah, go on. I'll give you my address. I legitimately will if you'll send me
Yeah.
Penta masks.
send us a DM or follow us on our Twitter page, which is World of Rest Pod. Find us on our main website, which is worldofwrestlingpodcast.com, where you can find all of our back catalogue and our archive bits.
That's fine. That's enough now. So,
Because now we've had a good run of people listening. We don't want to shill our shit anymore. We don't want to get too popular.
We'll chill it at the end. It'll be fine. I love it how Pentagon goes up to AR Fox at the beginning of the match and goes to do his Cero. And then AR blocks his hand as he goes to do it down. And AR Fox goes, fuck you. Like this, you're like, oh, that was awesome. To immediate, you fucked up. Because you do not stop Pentagon doing his thing. Penta takes the glove off, then goes to do the Cero Miedo right in AR's face, and then AR blocks it again, and Phoenix jumps in, a big kick to the back of the head, and off we go, boys. Here we go. It's time for some spots.
There's no changing gear here.
Absolutely. So immediately I've just written they do a shitload of lucha spots. It's incredible. AR Fox is very Sabu-esque to me at times,
Yeah.
in that he's always on the verge of killing himself.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like he goes to this crazy stuff, but he seems like a whirling dervish, I think is how I've described a couple of wrestlers in the past. And he fits that description. Absolutely.
You get the feeling with AR Fox that he knows what he's doing, but he's not controlled.
Yeah, very much. And he's willing to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you went to him, what I want to do, right, is I want to get a big plane of glass, I want to put it vertical, and then drop you onto it head first. He'd be like, yeah, all right, that sounds like fun. Let's do it. You know, he wouldn't give a shit. Which is very, very endearing again. So we get reversals, dives, topes. This is just absolute madness at this point. Penta and Phoenix open hand chop the shit out of AR Fox's chest. They constantly put him against the ropes and get the crowd quiet and just whack him as hard as they can. This is not your daddy's shops anymore. This is just open hand palm strikes to the chest. Like, let's just hit him as hard as we fucking can at this point.
Can we light him up?
Yeah. This is not working. This is hitting people very fucking hard. What about they go for the Dudley's What's Up stomp onto AR Fox, but instead of doing the headbutt to the crotch, Penta jumps off and just literally boots him in the bollocks as hard as he can. You're like, oh, you poor bastard.
I mean, what is Rochambeau in Spanish?
From the top rope?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. We get a medium rare hot tag to Myron Reed, which gives a swanton to the Standing Lucha Bros. Fenix dives into the audience for an AAW chant. Like, he literally just dives all the way through right into the crowd, which is fucking awesome. Get swantons by Reed and Fox. Spots. Dives. It's just constant. And we start to get in like to the big finishy bits. So the stuff Rey Fenix is pulling out in this match is incredible. He's so inventive. He does stuff like he'll dive off the top, miss the spot, the guy will come out of the ring, will springboard off the next person, then jump onto that and then flow them off and hit him with a pile driver. It's like, oh, fucking hell, mate.
How do they plan matches like this?
How do you come up with it in the first place?
Yeah.
Like, some of the things he's doing, I'm like, I never imagined you could do these things.
The creativity, but also the execution, and mainly the person who he's wrestling with to be able to go. Because I think we've said this in the past. I don't know if it's a case of here's what we're going to do, and we must follow this bit by bit. Because if they're just calling it while they're out there, they must know each other. Because Fenix and was it AR Fox?
AR Fox were tag champs
before, so they must know some of their movesets to be able to pull some of this stuff off. But can you imagine if Fenix is working someone who he doesn't know? I'm going to do the blah. Another person will want to say face and go, yeah, I'll take that. Like Fenix will jump at him and she'll be like, front bump.
I will say I've seen Fenix and Penta in matches where they've started to lose track of what was happening and it's kind of fallen apart into just, I'm just going to drop you on the head a few times, then we'll do the pinfall. But thank God this match doesn't get to that point. We get a knuckle lock between Fenix and Reed, where then gets immediately reversed into a destroyer by Reed. And you're like, fucking hell. I love how he doesn't kick out of the destroyer. The pinfall gets broken up after the destroyer. Which
correct way to do it.
Absolutely, yeah. Kicking out of like any sort of destroyer, just don't.
Yeah, just break up the pin.
Which we'll get to in a second. So Penta driver to Reed. AR breaks up the pinfall. This massive package power driver on the apron as well. Like, oh, just the hardest part of the ring. I don't know if you knew that. Yoshi tonic by AR to Penta. Assisted one-man Spanish fly off the top by Fenix.
Because it's an indie show, so we've got to have a Spanish fly.
Exactly. Then they do the Marx Brothers kind of mirror spot where they're all really doing stuff at the same time to each other. Like, they pair off. Like, absolutely love this shit. That was fucking awesome. Stereo 450s by Firefox to the Lucha Bros, and they both kick out at the same time, which is kind of cool. Avalanche Destroyers. So second rope, they both go up. The Lucha Bros both flip power driver, both AR Fox and Reed off of the second rope. Oh my God. And both guys kick out. And I'm like, nah, that is your finish. Do not kick out of an Avalanche flip power driver, please, ever. Especially two dudes kicking out at the same time.
Yeah, sort of ruined it a little bit. Because again, had that been the finish, explosion in the crowd, that would have been amazing.
I mean, little mistake. This is where the Fear Factor package power driver comes from Pentagon. Again, on the hardest part of the ring.
That's what I've heard.
They get a seated springboard, one-man Spanish fly by AR Fox to go for his finish, but he doesn't quite get it. Then we get the spinny package power driver thing by Fenix for the 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So he's got him upside down, the wrong way round, above his shoulder. He spins him out, and he catches him into the package power driver and drops him down.
I called that spinning muscle buster in my notes, because that's what it looked like. But
like his head goes straight down and by his crotch almost, you know? Like, oh, Jesus.
The margin for error in that move is ridiculous.
Yeah, this was murder at this point. But what a spot fest. Holy shit. I've never seen anything like this. This is as spotty as anything I've ever seen.
What was really nice as well during this is because there was so much going on, I didn't notice any commentary.
No, I completely blanked it out.
Which is brilliant.
I didn't note anything down about it at any point. It was just constant spots after spots after spots. Everything's complicated and thought out and interesting and inventive. It's never just like, oh, let's just stand there and punch each other. You know, they're going for wrestling moves the whole time, which is astonishing to me.
And the fact they went for almost 20 minutes and they're just full throttle for the whole thing.
Yeah.
I thought one of the best tag matches I've seen in a very long time without a story.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's some story with the previous tagging and stuff, but there's no real heel-face dynamic at all.
No, this is just a case of we are going to ruin our main event.
Yeah. That's literally what I've written. How does anything follow this match?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but...
I mean, I appreciate they want to showcase things, but it put the ladies in the main event in a very difficult position.
So then we're into our main event of the evening, the AAW Women's Championship match between our champion Jessica Havoc and Kimber Lee. Again, how they're meant to follow what just happened in the previous match, I will never know. Like, I respect that they're putting the championship match as the finale, the main event.
Well, I think the reason why this, obviously we'll get to the finish of the match, through how they ended the pay-per-view, why Ray and Penta didn't headline it.
Oh, okay, with yeah, okay, we'll get there. So a dude shouts, "I love your jacket" to Kimber as soon as she comes out. She's got like a denim jacket with sparkly sleeves. I was like, oh, I like her jacket as well. I thought that was fucking awesome when she came out. Jessica Havoc has a face mark, just like Jimmy Havoc. I was like, keeping the gimmick alive. I love it. Both women are immediately face-to-face, standing off each other, trying to get the crowd into the match, trying to create some heat. But you've got to think, they've gone through, 2 and a bit hours now of just like constant spot fest with one comedy match kind of in the middle that wasn't really a comedy match.
Yeah, they bookended their pay-per-view essentially with high-flying opener, high-flying pre-main event.
Yeah.
You had your Eddie Kingston and Fred Yehai.
Yeah.
As a slowdown match to warm it down, but this was probably the slowdown before the end of the pay-per-view.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Which is no disrespect to the match itself, because it was an interesting match. It was a good match.
It's not terrible by any means, yeah.
Not the best women's match I've seen this year.
No. So we get stiff slaps and strikes to start with. Havoc's doing all she can to get the crowd into it. Every opportunity, she's trying to like talk to the crowd, chuck her hands in the air, do all the things that a face should do.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate, but the crowd are they're not sandbagging her completely, but they're exhausted, I think.
No, and
hot night in May in Chicago.
Yeah, and I think as well that she was expecting maybe a bit more of a reaction as she's their first ever AAW Women's Champion. She's their champion. They're really into her. So the fact that reaction was a little bit subdued probably didn't help the match much either here.
Yeah, and she's main eventing.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal, We get lots of walk and brawl into and through the audience. Kimber does a tope con hilo off of the stage, which is off to the right, which is pretty cool. We get a Necro Butcher style sitting on the chairs opposite each other, throwing forearms spot that only lasts like 4 or 5 forearms, but it's quite good. Yeah. You can see what they're going for. Eventually back into the ring, get strike heavy. I think the crowd are being quite generous at this point in that they're trying to chant and cheer for each girl, even though there's not a great deal of interest happening. No, really.
It's the respect they want. They want to show the athletes that they want to get behind the match.
Yeah, totally. I'm fine with it. It's just it doesn't quite compare to what we've seen earlier in the night.
No.
Even with the women's match earlier in the night, I thought that other match, the short one, 6-1 with Scarlett Bordeaux and Kylie Ray was a bit better than this.
I'd say so. I agree. Yeah.
So we get face washes in the corner by Havoc, very Samoa Joe style, and then Kimber goes for her tarantula Koji clutch on the ropes, which is fucking awesome. I love that move. Yeah, especially when there's no DQ as well.
Yeah.
But the guy counts to 5, and you're like, what are you doing? There's no DQ. Stop it.
Kimber was fantastic when she was in the Mae Young Classic.
Oh, yeah.
And
did you ever watch her in Shikara?
No, but she was their main champion, wasn't she?
She was their grand champ for a long time, and she was excellent. She had a really good run.
Princess?
Princess Kimber Lee. Yeah. Swanton by Kimber. Havoc kicks out a 1, and you're like, oh, okay, here we go. Yes kicks, I guess we refer to these as now, where someone's kneeling and someone's kicking in the chest. That's all right. We can refer to them as the yes kicks.
All right.
Not bad. By Kimber, they both primal scream at each other. Air raid crash by Havoc, and Kimber rolls to the outside. You're like, oh, where's she going? This should have been a close fall, surely. Oh. So the camera just about catches Kimber grabbing knuckle dusters from under the ring. You're like, oh, you sneaky bastard, what are you doing? And this was all set up by that promo earlier where they're talking that she turned heel on the last match. You're like, last show, sorry. So yeah, it was really, really good. Back in the ring, Kimber shoves the ref into Havoc as she gets into the ring.
Takes an absolute turn to get the referee off her.
Yeah, absolutely. As the ref turns around, Kimber puts on the knuckle dusters in the air, showing the whole audience that she's putting them on. You're like, go on, girl, you know how to work. Really, really good. Pumps her fist, throws the knuckle dusters at Havoc with a massive punch for the 1, 2, 3. And your new AAW Women's Champion,
William Regal.
This is very much the Regal spot, isn't it? Yeah. Kimber Lee wins the belt. Kimber Lee does this absolutely brilliant bit that after she rolls out the ring with the belt, she kisses her hand like she's got the best punch in the world.
Yeah.
They're like, it's fucking classic. Like real heel maneuver, like throwing that out as she rolls to the back. So, before we get into the shenanigans after this, what do you think of this match?
Again, I think on a different card would have probably I would have enjoyed it maybe a little bit more. But for me, and that's not saying it's a bad thing, it's the weakest match of this whole card.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Which is a shame because, again, through what I've seen of Abby Lath and Kimber Lee, she's a fantastic worker.
Yeah.
Who I think should have been signed to WWE.
I think so too. This is my first time seeing Jessica Havoc.
Yes, I've heard a lot about her.
Yeah, I feel maybe we should give her another opportunity.
Oh, definitely. I think there's a lot of potential in her and her character.
Yeah, I just don't think it worked for this match so well.
And also, she's Jimmy's wife, so it's all right.
I think it's difficult to boo Kimber Lee.
Yeah, because after seeing a face run, and she's always been face to me.
Yeah.
The princess character, it's difficult to explain. I like the fact that she's playing up with the Nux, and that's her now go-to thing, and that's the devious heel tactic, but I can't see how long it will last.
So if you boil down pro wrestling to a secondary school locker room sort of scenario, right? You could have like the vulnerable kids, and then the bullies, and then the kids that would stand up for the vulnerable kids against the bullies. That person stands up. That's Kimber Lee.
Yeah.
Seems like a really, really good human being. I think that would be a struggle to turn her heel ever.
Yeah, the way I look at this situation, using wrestling analogies, which everyone will understand, is when Austin turned heel against Rock at WrestleMania 17.
Yeah.
So it's all fair and good saying, I've got to go for these auspicious means to win the belt.
And she's absolutely brilliant at doing all the heel things.
Yeah, but it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's just I just can't get beyond who she is.
Had it flipped over, had Jessica Havoc been the heel, because obviously the dominating wrestler against the, as you said, the I'll stand up to you and I'll fight for the good fight, then I think I might have been a bit more interested. I think had the roles been reversed.
It seems like the logical way to go.
Yeah, definitely. However,
indeed.
Wowzers.
So, Brody King out of nowhere runs from the back, jumps in the ring, and boots Havoc in the face as hard as he fucking can. And immediately, Sami Callihan jumps out. So, Sami Callihan and the Chris are in the same stable as Jessica Havoc at this point. So, Callihan runs out and goes after Brody King, and the whole locker room just to drag them apart, and we get the big brawl between them and everything. There's a cool moment as a mass brawl starts to break out between everyone in the locker room as they kind of flood to the outside. Callihan powerbombs Darby Allin of all people just out of nowhere. It's like, it's his debut here. Leave him alone. Onto everyone at ringside, and you're just like, thank God they caught him.
And just before that powerbomb, Sarah Shouty endeared herself again, saying, "Is someone going to die tonight?" Question mark.
For God's sake. Well, no, they're not, because just like Murder Clown, they're all there to catch him. And they're like, hey, Murder Clown reference.
Do you reckon if we start getting our merch, we'll have like a Murder Clown will catch you t-shirt?
I want to meet the dude and shake his hand. I want a Murder Clown mask.
I'll tell you
That's what I want.
What I'll do is I'll chokeslam you off something high and see if Murder Clown catches you.
Go up the Eiffel Tower or something to chat me off and be like, is he there? Is he there? Oh, he didn't turn up. Fuck.
If he's not, I have no idea what to do with this pod, so I can't upload it to SoundCloud. And obviously I'd miss you.
Oh, appreciate that. Yeah, fuck you. I thought that's it, but then they cut to Sami Callihan and Brody King up on the balcony of the venue, brawling with each other as we fade to black. And you're like, okay, yeah, really cool. Really like it. Really, really good. Then weirdly, we get a backstage promo where Sarah Shockley tells Kylie Ray that she has a title shot for the women's belt. Then we get another backstage promo with the Lucha Bros where they put themselves over and say they want a tag title shot. These two felt unnecessary.
Yeah, the main one at the end, when Kimber Lee, after these two pointless promos, says that she hears she's got a title match against Kylie Ray, but suggests she's lacking in a certain area as she shows off her knuckle dusters and then turns her back to leave as we then end the show.
Again, doing all the right things. I just can't hate you.
Yeah. And that show's like, oh, she's going to knock her teeth out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take that, Pikachu.
So, I mean, not the best main event. I like the booking at the end, creating the brawl, creating tension, continuing storylines.
Yep.
Absolutely works for me. No problem at all with this. Generally, I really, really enjoyed this show.
Yeah, it's very difficult, as you said, from a podcast where we quite like to mock things and ridicule things, because we want to do something different. Obviously, we've got access to this Demand Progress app. We want to look at different promotions which we've never seen before. And I said
that's exactly why we did this.
Yeah. And it turns out that this was actually a banging show. Obviously, there's a lot of content that we can get through. Obviously, you are a massive New Japan fan. I still, I am a WWE guy. I've obviously got a lot of stuff with SCPW coming up over the next couple of weeks as well. So my wrestling watching will probably be what we're doing for the podcast. But I'd certainly watch another AAW show.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll catch whatever comes up on Demand Progress. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I can't say anything really bad about it. I think the venue was absolutely gorgeous.
The commentary ruined this show.
That's the only thing we had to mock about it, and we kind of blew our load really early on that. So I've got nothing more to say about it, to be totally honest.
But also, you know,
but if it is, what's the guy's name? I keep forgetting it.
Tyler Volts.
If it's Tyler Volts and Marty DeRosa, I could happily watch this every week.
Yeah. I haven't braved watching what the next show would be yet, except for due to time constraints. But if Marty DeRosa's back, it'd be really interesting to see how that would affect the dynamic and how my feel is towards the show.
Let's see what their biggest show of the year is, and we'll maybe do that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Like their WrestleMania equivalent or whatever, if they have one, you know.
So, cornflake rating.
Now, this is a difficult one for me because not a great deal of story. A lot of amazing, inventive wrestling, like that tag match with the Lucha Bros and with AR Fox and Reed and the Lucha Bros. I thought it was absolutely incredible. I enjoyed a lot of the six-man stuff. I enjoyed the strong style stuff with Eddie. I really enjoyed the opener. That was crazy, inventive spot fest. But I like a bit more tension, a bit more slow build, and a bit more... I think if you had this in front of any other crowd, then maybe they wouldn't be so into it, you know? They think they'd be burnt out and just be like, oh, it's another spot. Excellent, great. You know, especially a British crowd.
I was done by the end of this show. I think by the interval, I'd seen everything I wanted to see. Obviously, we then get the Penta and Fenix tag match, which is always going to be good. I don't recall, as you said, even if they have missed spots in their matches, it's always fun to watch.
Yeah.
But I think it was a lot of the same style. It was why the Cabana matches and the Eddie Kingston match really stood out for me on this card, because it was something different.
Yeah, but they had those matches.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Spotfest. You know,
No.
They had the little breaks there and here and there, but which was still good and interesting. They didn't get boring at any point, you know? So I think, for me, this is a solid 4.
Yeah.
Which I think is generous considering how annoying the commentary was.
For me, it's a 3 because of the commentary.
Okay.
If I'd watched it on mute, I think I would have given it a 4.
I was going to say, if you're going to watch this show back...
No, watch it for the commentary and then go and watch it with Mike DeRosa and see if it's any better.
I was going to say, specifically, if you're going to watch this show back, just put on your favourite band and just watch the spots and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And just remember that the crowd are constantly shouting. Like,
Okay.
they're really, really into this show. Don't listen to the commentary.
No.
It'll make your ears bleed.
So, to finish off today, are you ready to play a game of Higher or Lower?
You bet I am. Play the music!
You will be playing this week's game of Higher and Lower, which is going to be ECW title reigns, including Eastern Championship Wrestling and WWECW.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, so all of them. So, how many title reigns, not many days as champion?
Yeah, so basically, there have ever been 32 holders of the ECW belt in one
There's
incarnation.
not a lot,
of the belt.
is there? Yeah.
No. So I have got a random number generator already built into my spreadsheet today. Cheers, Google Sheets, allowing me to have this number generator.
Well played.
So we're going to start with, and we're going to roll it in.
Go through the points. How does this work?
Okay, so we are going to go through... Do you want to do 5 or 10?
Should we see how many I can get?
Yeah, okay, we'll see how far you go.
Okay.
Because if not, that's going to... Because this game could be very quick.
Okay, let's see if I can get to 5.
Okay, got to get a run of 5. So, do you want me to tell you the number? Just give you a rough idea where they are in the list?
I think you need to give me the first one. Yeah.
So, number 22, Chavo Guerrero.
Okay.
Fuck me. Chavo Guerrero held the ECW for 68 days.
So we are doing days as champions.
Days as champion.
Okay, excellent. All right.
Yeah, days as champion. Okay, so random number generator. You have given me... Okay, it has then taken me to Rob Van Dam.
Or higher.
Really? Rob Van Dam has only held the ECW title for 21 days. He held the TV title for obviously 2 years.
No, I thought he... Oh, fuck, yeah. I thought he held that belt in WWE ECW for like a year.
He held it for 21 days before he got done for drugs.
Oh, yeah, fuck, okay.
Because he won the WWE title, then it turns to...
No, I remember everything happening. Yeah, I thought I lost a lot longer, so I remember him walking to the belt every week and spinning the spinner and just being like, this is crazy. All right, let's start again. Go on.
Okay, so random number generator, you've given me number 15 of Rhino with 94 days.
Okay,
so...
It's really annoying, right in the middle of everything.
Yeah. So we then go random number generator, and it has given me Jimmy Snuka.
Jimmy Snuka? That's got to be lower.
It is lower. Excellent work. Jimmy
1.
Snuka has held it for 79 days.
Okay.
Okay. Random number generator. Just Incredible.
So 79 days I'm on. It's got to be higher.
Correct. Just Incredible's held it for 162 days.
'Cause I remember him holding it for quite a long time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Just Incredible's held it for 162 days. So that's 2 in a row. Random number generator has given you Christian.
Oh. So it would be WWE ECW, and he wasn't there for long, so it's got to be lower.
Wrong. 247 days.
Ah, fuck's sake. Okay, right. Start again.
Okay.
One more try.
One more try.
How long? I don't remember him ever holding that belt for a long time. Man, I didn't really pay attention to WWE ECW.
Okay, so we are starting with Taz at number 4
Okay.
with 261
I
days.
say it had a long reign, didn't he? Yeah, it was like a year.
Random number generator has given me the Sandman.
Okay. That's tricky. I wish I knew ECW better. It's been a long time. I'm going to go lower.
It's actually higher.
Fuck's sake.
446 days in total. The Sandman's held it over 5 reigns.
I knew he held it a long time and he held it often as well because they got to the point where people would leave and they were like, just put the belt on Sandman. It'll be all right.
So here's some stats for you just from the ECW title.
Should we do one more? Because I've not got more past 2 at this point.
Okay, that's fine. We'll go one more. So we've started on number 24.
Okay.
Tommy Dreamer,
Yep.
49 days.
Yeah, because he barely held the belt. Yeah.
Okay. So then we've rolled the app, and we go to Johnny Nitro, John Morrison.
Higher.
Higher than Tommy Dreamer?
Yeah.
Correct. 69 days for Johnny Nitro, Johnny Morrison.
Yep.
Okay. We've rolled the dice again, and we've got Vince McMahon.
Lower.
Correct. Vince McMahon held it for 35 days.
So I remember he held it for like a while, but it wasn't that long. It wasn't like 2 months. Yeah.
Number generator is giving you Mikey Whipwreck. Higher or lower than Vince McMahon?
60 odd days. It's got to be higher.
Vince McMahon had 35 days. Mikey Whipwreck had 42 days.
Okay, just about. Because it wasn't long.
Okay.
I remember.
Random number.
I've got 3. I made it to 3. Come on, we can do it.
Random number generator has given you Jerry Lynn.
Jerry Lynn from Mikey Whipwreck. How many days was Mikey?
Mikey Whipwreck was 42 days.
I'm gonna go lower.
You're right. Yep.
Yeah.
35 days for Jerry Lynn.
Okay. God, these are difficult. Like 10 days apart.
I know.
Like, fucking hell.
Until you get to the top ones, they were already close. That's why I picked it.
I don't remember Jerry holding the belt, if I'm honest.
Okay.
That sounds brutal, but like, yeah. One more. Come on, I can do it.
Masato Tanaka. So Jerry Lynn had 35 days.
It's got to be higher.
It's lower. He only held it for 6 days.
I don't remember the run at all.
Okay, so the top 5 reigns.
Yeah.
We'll start number 5 and go backwards. So number 5 was Christian with 247 days. 4th was Taz with 261 days. 3rd was Raven with 379. 2nd was the Sandman with 446. Okay, I want to hazard a guess at who's number 1.
Number 1 ECW champion.
He held it over 4 reigns for 874 days.
Bam Bam.
Shane Douglas.
Oh, of course. Yeah. He was regularly the champ, wasn't he? Yeah. I thought maybe Bam Bam had a really long run when he first came in because I remember the feud with Taz, but it was never for the belt, was it?
No, Bam Bam held the belt for 45 days.
Fair enough. Cool. Well, that was good fun.
Yeah, when I looked at it, I thought, well, there are some names on here, but the title reigns are tiny until you get to the WWE ECW guys.
They used to jump the belt pretty quick.
It's a good thing
you picked a really difficult one.
It's a good thing you didn't land on Ezekiel Jackson.
I don't even know how long.
Last ever ECW show beat Christian and held it for like an hour.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. There we go. It's been a pleasure, man. This was a good show. I definitely watched some AAW again, as we talked about. This week, we're going to be planning for, and at the weekend, we're going to be recording for a very, very special podcast that we'll be releasing on New Year's Eve, which is in time for Wrestle Kingdom for New Japan.
Is New Year's Eve on a Sunday? Actually, no, I think it is.
Oh, is it this year? I don't even know.
Why not?
We'll release it around the Sunday before New Year's Eve. Let's put it that way. At least once or twice a year, we're going to try and do this and make it a regular thing. Are we going to announce the name now? I think we should.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to give you, once or twice a year, the Super Quiz Cup.
It's going to be awesome.
Basically, all the terrible games that we play at the end of the pod, we have got a lineup of secret special guests from the wrestling industry.
It's not announced who yet.
No.
Just in case they bail.
Yeah. But people who are actually involved in the world of professional wrestling, independent professional wrestling here in the UK, are going to come and join us. I am a team captain for one of these, so I haven't been involved.
Oh, are you now? I didn't know that.
I am involved. You are going to be the quizmaster. I am going to be a team captain of one of these.
And so I'm putting all these games together, so if they're crap, you can blame me. But I can unveil now, we're going to be playing all the stuff we talked about, and we are going to start by playing R-Truth 3 Kid, which is going to be awesome, because we've got 6 people who have all been in the professional wrestling industry who better have some funny fucking stories.
I believe we're going to be getting rowdy.
Exactly.
Get that? Get that? Yeah. Okay, quick. Yay.
Oh, amazing. So, yeah, we're going to play all the games we probably had on the end of the pod, but it should be a lot of laughs, man. I'm really looking forward to doing it. But again, we're not going to release it for a while, so keep your ears out for it.
Okay. When can people find you on the social medias?
You can find me as Rich Be Thy Name on Instagram and Twitter. I don't really use my Instagram so much anymore. I should probably use it more often. I'll post some photos to it this week. So follow me on there to see whatever I post. It'll probably be pictures of my penis. I'm joking.
I'm following.
But yeah, I post on Twitter quite a lot and stuff. So if you want to come chat to us there, if you've got any ideas you want to send us, please send us on Twitter. It's probably the best place to find us.
Yeah, definitely.
Or Facebook. Go on, what's yours?
I am at the Tex Williams on Twitter and Instagram. Also, keep an eye on the SEPW YouTube channel, because we're doing our first set of weekly tapings this Sunday. So keep an eye out on that. We've got some great matches coming up for you. So keep them peeled. You can also follow the whole podcast on World of Rest Pod on Twitter, World of Wrestling Podcast on Facebook, and find our entire archive and everything you need and all the links on worldofwrestlingpodcast.com.
Yep, Stitcher, iTunes, any podcast app you've ever wanted to use, SoundCloud, it's all there on worldofwrestlingpodcast.com. Or if you can't be bothered to type all that in, just Google World of Wrestling and you'll find us. We're now up there on Google, which I'm really chuffed about. So
yeah, we do all right.
Thank you very much for listening. We really appreciate you. We love you all. Goodbye.